Man, what a day it's already been. I've been going. Went and picked up some meat run today because we were out of meat. Had to go actually do a meat run halfway through the week. Not even halfway through the week. Because I think, well, no, I picked up on Thursday. So that actually makes a little bit of sense. I picked up on Thursday last week because of the holiday. So I'll have to pick up again on Saturday to put myself back on track. Anyway, I got a meat run today, so we're going to go, feed it off. Feed some of it off. The foxes are going to be so happy because we got stew meat. And I'm going to try some beef cheek.
Beef chung.
Beef cheek. I didn't know what it was. Beef cheek with them too. So we're going to give the foxes some stew meat today. Break it up a little bit. Oh, man. You know what's really inconvenient is having to take my trash out all the time. Murphy.
We had a golf cart.
How I miss it a little bit. How I miss it a little bit. No, stop. Murphy. No. Come on, dude. Hey, get out of there right now. Come on. Guys, act like you've never smelt the food that's prepared here before.
Smells better when
Murphy!
it's been sitting overnight.
Go lay down!
It smells better when it's been sitting overnight in a trash can.
With some fresh flies. Actually, there's no flies in there at all.
There's no flies. And luckily, I don't know how, no yellow jackets.
Me neither.
Because I remember years where we'd be swatting them away,
Like non-stop.
devouring it as we're making it.
Yeah, it was horrible. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna get this stuff fed off. So we're gonna give them 2 packs of meat today because they haven't been very happy with their selection lately. If you drop your ball in here, dude, you're not getting it back. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Murphy has been Natalie.
Fly?
Yes. The flies this year have been so bad. The mosquitoes have been so much worse, though.
Blunted their thingies, so you
Yeah.
feel it now.
First of all, they need to go resharpen their beaks because their beaks are super dull this year for some reason. And you can feel them eating, it's very painful actually when they. So, all right.
The book I just got done with had, from another dimension, a monster that came through with the body of a bat and the head of a mosquito, and it was bigger than a human because it was going after people.
That's terrifying.
It was.
That's a horrible thought.
And it was they thought it was like a vampire at first because people were being found without any blood. And it was the big monster.
What are you reading? What is that you're reading?
The novel's name was Bloodless
Oh.
by Preston and Child.
Huh.
Good book.
Was it?
Oh yeah.
Sounds very entertaining.
Well, you don't know it's a mosquito.
I do now. Thanks, I don't have to read it.
Well, I didn't think you.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. You're right. I hate reading. I wish I enjoyed reading. I do. I sit down and I try to enjoy reading, but my brain goes 400 different directions at once when I'm reading. And the only thing that I can really get sucked into, and actually enjoy reading is medical studies and legal documents now. Believe it or not, very entertained by how legal stuff works now that I've been through what I've been through. So I read cases and stuff. It's gonna be really bad where it's gonna be like, oh, that's like case da-da-da versus da-da-da. Yeah, it's an issue. But medical studies are where my heart really lies, though. For me to fall asleep at night, I'll start reading medical cases and studies and stuff because there's just so much misinformation going around that, yeah, I enjoy reading about them. So we're gonna get some cheese cut up here. Chloe can smell it. She's like, ooh, that smells delicious.
On grapes, Chloe?
Don't do that on my live. It's never gonna, at least it's not TikTok, but.
Never know what kind of video it might end up in.
Yeah, exactly. Right now. Actually, I wouldn't know because I have completely ignored it and not watching it anymore, so I just genuinely don't care. Which is a really good place to get to in life. Where it's like, yeah, there's bigger things to worry about in my life than that. Once a bully, always a bully.
That's their issues.
Yep. But if you ever need someone to chat, let me know. Gladly listen. Kindness.
It's contagious.
Is it?
Well, it should be.
I wish it was. That'd be amazing. I do enjoy a good laugh. What was it? Hey, don't do that. Something that happened the other day that just cracked me up, and I couldn't stop laughing about it. All day I just thought about it and I just laughed. I don't even remember what it was now.
It didn't involve me getting bit by anything?
No.
Oh,
No, I can replay that anytime in my head that I want to. A snake bite. Ha!
Oh, that Jeremy always getting bit.
That's not a good thing. Alright. Let's get these animals fed. So I apologize, I cannot read the comments. They're way too small. I can only read them when I go down there. I'm going to try this tomorrow. Oh, that's chicken breast. I'm going to do... Brutus. No. Good boy. I'm going to do this for the raccoons today. They love little winglets. So we're going to give them some little winglets today. Alright. There's that. Excuse me. Cooper. It's over there. It's not in my trash can, buddy. Alright, so we're going to head down and we will get everyone fed. Cooper, stop. Oh my goodness, you guys. I tell you what, you've been exhausting lately. So today's a little bit heavier of a feed day for us. We're doing more of a higher protein kind of day. I went to go stop by Safeway yesterday, and I don't know what yesterday withheld because it was a freaking madhouse. I just literally pulled in, I parked, and I have to park in shade because I had my dogs. And I looked around, and there was not a parking spot open anywhere, and I just went, yeah, not today. And I just turned around and left. I was like, I don't need anything that important today. Sits. Good catch. No more. Okay. Now we're just going to do some light on the fruits and veggies because we're going to do heavier meat day today. All right. It's for the raccoons. Excuse me. So please note, I am not preparing food for humans. I am obviously feeding animals. So it's a little bit different because you're mixing all this stuff together anyway. Now this is a disinfectant that I can actually spray on their food and it's perfectly safe for them. But we do use it out here quite regularly to clean stuff here. And disinfect it. Alright. Now, we're going to do some grapes for the raccoons today. Ooh. I got to stop and get produce on Saturday again. We'll have a produce donation, usually happens on Thursdays. And then we get what we need from there after we receive that produce donation. So, oh my goodness. Sorry guys. I didn't realize that Facebook was so off to the side there. Okay. So we're going to do some grapes for raccoons, not for dogs, toxic to dogs. Coatis love grapes. The foxes are like, feed me right now, please. Oh my goodness. Oops. You probably don't want to eat that, Brutes. Yeah, didn't think you'd be interested in that. My dogs won't even give two thoughts to grapes. We're gonna give this to Beanpole, who's a porcupine. Okay. Then you can't give this to fox. Oh, I'll steal it here. You can't give that to foxes either. Strawberries. We'll give these to porcupine. Yes, I do cut the tops off. You ask, why do I cut the tops off? Because I don't want to have to clean them up later, to be honest. Because the animals just eat all the way to the top and then I'm having to pick them up in their enclosures. So I'm just going to cut them off and save myself a little bit of work from having to find strawberry tops everywhere. Now, some animals cannot have strawberries, like kinkajous and things like that, so you do always need to do your research before giving your animals anything. I'm always a strong believer in at least 3 credible sources, and I'm not talking Wikipedia, I'm talking actual, like, dietitian. Cooper, stop, buddy. Stop. But yeah, do your research. It's really important for you to do that. Cooper, stop. Because, you know, I've seen too many people are like, but I read that this worked, or I saw this on TikTok and they said it was fine. It's not enough just to get one person's opinion on there. You know, and just do your research. It's really important. Do your research with anything. The raccoons are down there. All right. We do a lot of our stuff. I go to several zoos, like websites and stuff, and see what they feed their animals, or I call them and talk to them personally at times, depending on what animal we have and like how specialized the animal is that we have, to see what they do and what works, and then we just take it from there. I have a whole USDA book that has everything that's toxic or not toxic for my animals, written down for all new employees. We have the list of things that we absolutely, if it's even remotely questionable, we don't do it. All right. We would hate to do anything that could harm the animal, you know, just because we wanted to try it. So If we read too many sources that say nope, it's toxic, we don't do it. A lot of the animals from South America though eat a lot of stuff naturally, like in the wild, that we feed. So yum, avocados. These avocados are like perfect. I got a ton of computer work to do today. I have a meeting today. I have to make a video for April today so that she can post about our fundraiser Friday that's coming up for the live. I got to work on getting, we're going to be going live once a month on TikTok. No more. Go. Yeah, I'm doing a fundraiser once a month, an all day live. So we're going to be advertising that. Had a lot of people message me on TikTok that are not active on YouTube and stuff that have asked me to at least go live once, and so we're going to try to accommodate that. But it's not going to be something that we do regularly by any means. Quite honestly, it's I don't know. TikTok has been, I haven't really been watching TikTok lately. I've kind of been sticking to YouTube and Facebook personally. I feel like it's a little bit more of a positive thing, and if you post anything about copywriting or anything like that, they're on it and they actually follow through with stuff, you know? Where TikTok, I don't think really cares about its creators. No. Hey. No. All right. What's the date today? Is that 8th? 7th. 8th. It's the 8th. Okay. 9, 10. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I have some stuff coming up on the 11th and 12th. No. None of that. I was not tipping that for you to have, kind sir. I was not tipping that for you to get stuff. Crazy boy. Good dogs. All right. So let's get some bananas here for a kawadi. 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 Porcupine. Porcupine. Giant anteater. Giant anteater. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm actually going to take a small piece of this. For my marmoset. You don't need a lot. Alright, now we're going to do so we have some mealworms, and then we have some wonderful leafy biscuits here. Leafy biscuits are like a primate diet that you could feed, and my porcupine loves these things. So I'm going to give her some of these leafy biscuits. I'm going to give some leafy biscuits to these guys. All right. Go, bud. I think my little cup is in here already. It's not. I must have washed it. Let me see. Oh, if I did. Cooper? Oh, silly boy. All right, we're going to give some mealworms to the marmoset, to the skunks, not to the porcupine. They don't eat those. Coati, raccoons, foxes, like so. And then we're gonna make sure we get some to the giant ant. I'm coming, Bean. Hold on, love. Alright. Pour some apple cider vinegar in here. Full blender here. Okay. Bear with me. Peanuts here. What do you think? You think you get peanuts too? Hmm? All right, Salvador. Okay. Good, good, good. We're gonna add some frozen berries to that. We're gonna add that. Okay. Last here. Oh, Brutes. You're a funny dog. Okay. So we're going to give this to our porcupine. Coatis. marmoset. Okay. Almost there. Then we'll go down and feed everybody. Some of this to the foxes. Again, today's a heavy feed day, so. It's so funny, I went to Walmart today and they're like, it's Saturday? I'm like, no, I had to come get meat because I'm out, so I had to come see if there was any meat in the barrels. And they're like, oh God, thank God, I thought it was Saturday. It's like, nope, not yet. They'll be here before we know it, but not yet. So we'll get this done here. What did you find, Brutus? You find an apple? Was that apple good? Okay, and the fruit and this for them. See if it's any good. Might be chicken worthy instead. We'll see. The hard part is a lot of things is animals that will eat in the wild. A lot of it is like stuff that's rotting and falling from the trees. Some of it's fresh, but a lot of times, like the giant anteaters, they'll find stuff on the ground and then they'll just start eating it, and it has to be rotten enough for them to eat it or else they can't do it. Oh, he's got your ball. Oh my gosh, Cooper. How do you feel about that, buddy? I know the quaddies love this stuff. I'll give the rest of the chickens later. I'll grab some lettuce too for the, if I have any here. I do. Grab this for the rabbit. Give that to the chickens later. Then, I think we look pretty good here. Everyone looks like they got a nice hearty meal here. I am just going to take this out for Bean because I don't want her to get all frustrated with me. Alright. And I think that's pretty good. I am going to get a spoonful of peanuts for the raccoons. Let me get my carrier. Oh man, curtains. Watch out. Okay. I've been listening to like the same 3 songs on repeat for like the last 4 days straight. This is just sometimes what I do. It's a repeat kind of week for me. Anyway, yeah, I've been like stuck in this loop trying to make sense of some stuff that's been going on. And I don't know if I don't know. Some stuff is definitely transpiring, but hey, that's enough out of you, kind sir. No. You give him his space, please. That's fair enough for him to want space, Cooper. That. And then I have one for the marmoset back there. This is my dishes today. I will add berries later. I'm going to actually thaw them out real quick, and then we'll add berries. I'm going to go take this, drop this down there, and then come back. We'll get you and go do the marmosets and all that stuff. So, give me one sec here. Baby girl. All right. Lettuce. Shall we go feed some marmosets? Let's go. Let's do it. Okie dokie. I gotta lower you guys down a little bit because this is too hard to carry. Bear with me here. I lower you down. All right. Ready? No. Back. Go. Go. Thank you. All right, here we go. Stay. Good dogs. All righty. Next stop, marmosets, and then I can actually see and read comments from here, but I can't until I get to feeding the animals. All right, and please bear with me. I have not cleaned down here yet today because, like I said, I had to go pick up meat today. So, the ferrets came out yesterday in their tunnels. They were so happy. Let me tell you what, ferrets, they poop and pee a lot, especially when you have 3 of them. Okay. Ready? Okay. You barely ate anything, buddy. You got full belly? All right. Everybody, this is Darwin. He's a marmoset. Buddy? You got some banana? You want this? No? No? Oops. Is that not your fruit cup? Here. Are you upset that it's not your fruit cup? He honestly just wants his fruit cup. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, please. Darwin, it's a sad day. I'm getting to the place where I'm going to heal my adrenals because coffee isn't cutting it anymore. There we go. So these are nectar pods. These are made specifically for exotic animals. And Darwin here loves them. No, you don't need out. Here. You want this? Have your first cup. No, you're not going to come out right now. We can come out later, okay? You can jump on my shoulder in a little bit, okay? I gotta clean out your enclosure. You can do it then when I clean off your trays. Okay, let's go feed a rabbit and other animals. Cats are good. Let me drop some of this to the chins real quick. Rabbit doesn't need all of this. So the chinchillas don't eat a ton of this kind of stuff, but they do eat it occasionally. So we do give them some fresh greens from time to time, but they usually eat alfalfa. So we have straw, orchard grass for them, and then we have a special chinchilla food that we feed them. And then we mix it up every once in a while. We don't feed them the same stuff all the time because animals tend to get bored with stuff like we would, right? So hold on one sec here. All right. So let's go feed. I think I'm gonna make a big chicken Caesar salad tonight for dinner for me. I think that sounds like a plan. I got stuff to use up, lettuce to use up. All right. So again, I haven't cleaned down here yet, so the foxholes are gonna be real. And here goes mating season. Whoop whoop, so excited. Now, please note, the boys are neutered. We can't have baby raccoons, okay? I'm coming, foxies, but we're starting with Guinea first today, because she deserves it. Hey, Gin. We're gonna start with this little pretty lady first. Gonna get her some food. Oh man, it's getting time to separate. Here, Guinea. I'll bring you some water in a sec, sweet girl. So Guinea is, I'm gonna flip you guys around here. Guinea is our little rabbit. Isn't she the cutest thing ever? She's a lion head. She's an old girl. Okay, let's go feed the exotics. I'll bring you water in a minute, babe. Okay. You guys, be kind to each other, okay? We're gonna start here with these screaming little banshees here. And please note, I filled all of these holes yesterday. Now, I'm gonna get in here safely first, and then I'll bring you guys in. But I gotta get in and get their food set first. You know what, guys? As frustrating as it is to have to fill the holes all the time, I'm really happy that you're able to be foxes. Because you deserve it. Okay. Did you rip open the bed head? Oh man, I bet that was fun. Good job. Hi, Ann. All right. So these guys came from a fur farm. I'm coming, Taz. I'll get you a piece of chicken, baby. Taz is wondering why I haven't handed him a piece of food yet, because we have a routine, don't we, Taz? I'm sorry. I went against our routine here. Excuse me, guys. I gotta grab a piece of chicken for Taz. This is Taz. Him and I have a new routine. There you go, buddy. Love you. So this is the destruction that foxes do in one night. They hit dig out, so when they go down, they hit wire, and they stop at that point and create their little tunnels, and then I fill them for them every day so that they have something to do. And then they go through and they do this, and they dig that, 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 and then they clean. I have to clean all these pavers off every day. But you know what? They came from a fur farm. They were on chicken wire, and they pooped and peed through it the entirety of their life, and they deserve to be foxes. So it actually, hi, Taz. Hi, honey. Did someone take it from you? I'll get you another piece. Hold on, sweetie. Excuse me, Ann. I'm gonna give him some. Here, Tazzy. Come right up here. Come on up here. Come back up here. There you go. Hi, Swiper. Is Anisio being a butt? Watch out. Here. I hear you behind me, Taz. I hear you behind me. Here, Taz. There you go. There you go, buddy. So they're shedding right now, so they're losing all that beautiful winter fur, and they're getting that spring, summer coat on. It is a lot of work, but you know what? It's like, oh, hi, Ann. Do you want to start that routine with me too? I'll do it with you too. Here, Ann. Come here, Ann Fox. Ann Fox, here. Here, Ann Fox. I'll start that with you too. There you go. We've only had these guys for a few months. They came from a fur farm. Oh, Taz needs more. Hold on, I'll get you more. One sec. This is like my favorite part of the day. Here is building relationships with these guys. And he's already burying some of his food, and she's already doing that. That's Rascal. That's Ann. That's Chloe. That's Anisio. I don't know where Swiper went. That's my Taz. And Swiper is somewhere burying something. So I'll do all that here in a little bit. Let's go finish feeding. I'll dump all their waters, and I'll rinse all the blocks off, and I'll do all that fun stuff. That's just part of the job. So I'm gonna feed all these guys with you, and then I'm going to go clean everybody, but let me tighten this if I can. All right, here we go. Ready, guys? The shy fox, let's see here. Where's Beanpole? Hold on, guys. Beanpole, Beanpole, little Beanpole. Where are you, baby? All right, here comes Miss Waddles here. She's coming down. Here, climb down her little thing to come say hello to me this morning. Come on, Bean. Show them how cute you are. Oh, that one's not yours. I saw leaf biscuits and I went, that's yours. This is yours. You'd be very upset with that one. Okay, here comes Bean. Climb, climb. Here she comes. Come on, sweet girl. See how she sticks her tail out over that log? She knows it's there. Isn't that so funny? Mer, 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 mer. Come on. She's gonna grab her corn first. Oh, she sees it. There's that corn. There she goes. God, I love you, Bean. Oh, golly, the bugs are just, ouch. Hold on, guys. I gotta take you off and retighten this because it's loose. goodness sake almighty. It, like, the bugs are hurting us this year. Like, legitimately painful. I saw a thing, it was hilarious, on Facebook. This lady goes, I shaved my legs for the first time after 6 months, and it had nothing to do with the fact that it's because I wanted to shave. It had to do with the fact that the wind was making it feel like I have bugs on my legs. Oh, every woman can relate to that. All right. Sorry, guys. Trying to get you back into my tripod here. There we go. All right. You know what? I'm going to start getting myself some horsefly spray, because the horsefly spray? What? I said I'm going to start getting myself the horsefly spray. Start spraying myself. I actually never do that. That's quite the name. Way to be on it, April. You got time out. Here's the deal. People are absolutely entitled to why animals should not be in enclosures, because we understand it. We don't disagree that if an animal can be free, please let it be free. We have that same philosophy. I think a lot of people are surprised by that. We just have enclosures that have animals that cannot legally be released into the wild, and we give them a retirement home so that they didn't have to be euthanized. You cannot let animals out in the wild that have become too used to humans. It's not legal, and or have been captively bred and born and are a part of a reintroduction program. You can't do that. Okay, watch out. Hey. That's enough. Grab your stuff and go. Come on. Come on, Rocket. It's enough. So Rocket is a female in here, so she's a little on edge. She is hitting her breeding season, which makes her a little bit testy with the boys. So these are our raccoons. But again, you know, if an animal can be wild, please let it be wild. So, and please don't feed your local wildlife, because it can lead to them, a fed animal is a dead animal, which is super, super sad, but it's just the way it is. Eating the grapes first, eating their eggs first. We love raccoons too. They're so sweet. We saw one cross the road the other day by our house, and we're like, oh, we have baby raccoons. Aren't they cute? So please know that we are a retirement center for animals. We just give them a forever home. We work with government agencies to provide that home for them. Hey, Squeaks. You're providing me a lot of dishes to do today, aren't you? You guys all are. We love it. That's true too. I think some would be fine in the wild on their own, but for the most part, I don't disagree. All right, buddy. This is Squeaks Goose. He is a Cotamundi, also known as a Coati. So this is Squeakers, known as a Cotamundi, also known as a coati. This is a South American coati, found in Central South America. This guy came to us through a confiscation, well, not a confiscation. He actually was like a weird turnover type thing. What happened with him is that a gentleman had him and a raccoon, didn't realize that the males are solitary, and ended up turning him over to authorities, and then authorities turned him over to us. So. Yes, Dan is correct in saying that. Thank you for wanting to support us, but please do not send money, especially if it's against your dad's will. Need to listen to your parents. Yeah, so we rescue animals that have been captive bred and born, or animals that have been legally cannot be released into the wild, is what we do. So. You're a little seasick? Yeah, me too. Was it really, Jana? Oh my gosh, I sent you a video that I had posted, was had like 111 views and 12 like comments or something like that. I was like, I gotta send this to Jana. Hi Salvador, good morning. Hello sweet boys, how are you? I love you so much. Perfect. Salvador, he's a giant anteater. Here. Come here. Hold on, bud. Your food's right there. Give me a sec. There we go. Now you smell it. You thought I'd bring you an empty bowl? You're crazy. You think I'd bring you an empty bowl? No way, Jose. I wouldn't do that to you. So the Salvador. Aww. No, we're fine. We're like Tracy said, we are in Anacortes, Washington in April too. So this is Salvador, a giant anteater. See his tongue. So these guys have no teeth. That's why we blend their food together for them. It's probably one of the rarest species I'll ever have the opportunity of working with is this giant anteater. Yeah, ain't that the truth? They're not asking for a hug when they rear up, are they? You're a good boy. Look at those powerful claws right there. Isn't that amazing? My favorite thing about an anteater is their ears. I absolutely love their ears. Yeah, they don't hug you. They can be pretty aggressive at times, but Salvador for the most part's okay. I love your little ears. They're just a little guinea pig ears. They're so cute. I put lots of avocado in there for you today, buddy. A lot of our animals have, so he has a heated box. So he decorated the door for us. It's so kind of him. He has a hot box. So he goes into his hot box. It stays 80 degrees even in the summer. He has his hot box, but he's acclimated to Washington winters. Because he's been with us for 9 years, over 9 years. They are found in cold climate. These guys are also found in cold climate, so that's not an issue. Skunks are native to Washington, so we don't have to worry about our skunk here. Odie has been through it all. This is our old man. He's kind of on his last leg. He's not suffering by any means, but he's definitely slowing down. This is going to be a really hard year for me. Just giving you fair warning. This is going to be a really hard year. Got a lot of animals that are slowly on their way out. We are a retirement community, and so right now we have a lot of like almost what you would consider like hospice care animals. Odie being one of those. He's showing the signs of slowly fading, and that's absolutely it's hard. It's hard. He still has a good appetite, he's at a good weight, but he's just showing those signs that they so sadly show you. Then I'm going to show you Felix, who's patiently waiting in the corner here. This is a white-nosed coati, so he's different than the last one. He is a coati related to the raccoon family, but he is a white-nosed versus that South American, so he does have different coloring. You don't throw all your stuff out. I have your eggs kindly on top, sir, so that you don't throw everything out of your bowl here. What's that? So this one is not food aggressive. He's actually very sweet and kind. He's gonna go for his egg usually first. Oh, there you go. They just got all fresh blankets yesterday. I get to come back and clean all this stuff, which is gonna be so much fun. It actually doesn't take me too long. Losing an animal can be just as traumatic as losing a loved one, and anyone who says otherwise clearly has never been bonded with an animal. Yes, I agree. I do agree. I agree because most of the world population does it on a much smaller scale than we do. I'm not saying that losing the animal is not difficult, but I know that I did right by these animals, and I know that I provided them the best life possible. And I know that when it comes to the place where we have to make that rough decision to either put them down or allow them to pass naturally, I know that we're doing what's best for the animal. So though the passing is sad and we do cry about it and we do have, you know, moments, like I still cry about losing Arginine and Cocoa last year, my 16-year-old wolf dogs. There's a peace that comes with it, that they lived a really good life. So that is for us, that's where it stands. And the difference between normal people losing an animal and us losing an animal is that we have so many animals to keep us distracted and help us and keep us comfortable through the loss. We're almost more sad for some of our animals that, like wolves actually mourn. So it's almost more sad to see their mates mourning them than it is for the loss itself. And it's just really difficult. Right, Ben? Right, Big Ben? Or actually, sorry, Spike McNubbins. Gosh, you're getting big, Spike. I thought you were Big Ben. But yeah. That's Cargo. That's a nocturnal skunk. It's a hooded skunk, and she comes out at nighttime to eat her food. So let's go this way. I'll you guys out in just a sec, guys. Just a minute. I'm sorry, I'm running really late today. Getting everybody their food. Oh my God, I'm gonna drop it. Sorry guys, just gonna drop my thing. Purple red. I gotta check on the purple red chicken today. It was egg bound yesterday. Or I thought she was egg bound yesterday. Okay, hold on one sec. I'm gonna go put this in here and then I will come grab you guys. Hi babies. How are you? How's Akasha? How's Audrey? How are babies? How are you doing? Gotta clean your rock off. You guys didn't eat all your stuff last night, so I gotta clean it off today. Watch out, babies. Come on. Hi, babies. Oh, don't pee on me, please. Don't pee on me, please. Come on. I'd rather you don't. Alright. Come grab you guys now. So I put in a couple different spots. I gotta grab Faith a piece of chicken real quick. I'm coming, Faith. Hold on one sec, sweetie. Let me go. Hi, Odd. Let me get her a piece of chicken real quick. There's more food up here, guys. I'm gonna get Faith a couple pieces of chicken and some stew meat here. All right, here come Faith. Go ahead, go back up. Go back up, sweetie. Do, 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 do. There you go. Here you go, love bug. You're so sweet. You're cute. Okay, Edward. I gotta show them. I've never fed them on top. Oh, there he goes. On top of this house before. So I'm hoping they figure it out. Edward smells it. I might have to put some more on that. Let's see if Edward jumps up there. Edward is up here, baby. All right, here we go. Hi, Faith. So these are some of our foxes that we've saved from a fur farm. We partnered with We partnered with Save a Fox, and were able to rescue 12 foxes of the 500 that needed to come out of the fur farm. And this was such a huge emotional time when we got these foxes. The first time they ever touched solid ground was at our compound, and the only time they ever got to hang out with another fox was when they joined our compound. Now these guys are really social, they like to play with each other, and so it was just, it was just really remarkable thing to watch. Don't pee on me. Akash, are you coming to share with me? Thanks, Akash. Akash is eating right by my feet. There she goes. That's Akasha. So this is just 6 of the 12. Yeah, it was 500 foxes that were in a fur farm that they ended up doing some kind of settlement with them to get them to shut down doing fur anymore. And they made an arrangement to keep the foxes at the fur farm while they found new homes for them. They worked really, really hard, and they were able to rehome 400 of them. And then we were a part, I believe, of the next 100 that they needed to rehome. So we took 12 of those last 100 that needed to be rehomed, and they've been working diligently to get the rest of the foxes out of the fur farm into bigger enclosures so that they're no longer in those enclosures. Hi, Akasha. So there's 91 foxes left to rehome at the fur farm, Janice says. So, anyway, it's definitely a lot of work, and a lot of rescues have come together to help out as much as we can to take that. Now, here's the thing, if I was able to get my year expenses for the year of $600,000, I could easily set up an enclosure to take 10 to 12 more, two new enclosures, and expand these enclosures. But I have to get my costs covered for the year, which is $600,000. I'll be back to clean, guys. I'm gonna let you eat in peace first, though, before I clean. So it's just, it takes a lot of work, a lot of money. We're all donation based. All donations that come in are tax deductible at the end of the year. You can symbolically adopt an animal. Please note, all the symbolic adoptions are being redone right now. I have a college student who is going to be interning, and she's going to be doing all of this stuff for us. Hi! So these are some of my babies in here. This is my biggest pack of wolf dogs that I have. These are high content wolf dogs. Luther, is it hot outside today? Come here, Luther. Hi, buddy. Are you warm? Are you so warm? Are you so hot outside? So this is Luther. He's a British Columbian black wolf dog. He's one of my favoriteest puppies in all the land. Actually, I love all 17 of them, but Luther and I have a pretty special connection. Hi. So we have they're all under cover in their shade right now. It's getting warm, and so they're trying to stay cool. So they have a covered area right here, a covered area right there. Then we have a bigger play yard that they get to go into. Oh, anyway, this is 6 of our. Oh, Nai finally comes out. Hey, Nai, what are you doing? Nitro thinks he's a kitten. Hi, Nai. Oh, Holly's gonna feed. I'll flip you around. Holly's gonna platform feed. Now we platform feed our bigger packs because it just creates a lot less tension and anger between the packs. So we have a stall mat on there that Holly cleans every day, and we platform feed. We have 6 wolves in here, so about 30 to 35 pounds a day this pack gets. So oh, here comes Willow. Here comes Hi, Nai. They're checking out all their. Oh. You gotta mark the box. We give them cardboard boxes because they like to destroy them. It's fun enrichment for them. And Holly will put coffee and stuff in them for them, or add the toys of the ropes and the balls and stuff, and they get to destroy their boxes and have some enrichment and stay a little bit busy. But in Calvin, they're all smelling the food over there like, hi, Echo. Like, it's too hot for this. I don't want to eat. They usually eat lesser when the warmer it gets, the lesser that they eat, usually. Hi, sweet babies. We got some alligators, you know, just people who decide to have these to, you know, protect DRUG. I doubt Brutus has left the compound. I highly doubt it. My dogs have 5 collars on. I just got a notice saying that Brutus has left the compound. If you knew Brutus, you would understand why that is probably the funniest thing you'd ever come read across my screen. Brutus is such a Alright, let's go put these. Oh, Salvador's still enjoying that batch right there of food. People ask how fast he eats it. It's almost gone, guys. Almost gone. All my dishes to do. This is a day of dishes. Oh, God, I hope I get my year funding soon. I'm going to manifest that I'm going to get it, just simply because if I do, I can hire more people and I can actually work on the business rather than so much inside the business, which has made my life very complicated and very long weeks actually for me. Because not only do I have to do in the business, I have to work on it too. And it's exhausting. Excuse me, my Cooper. I read that Brutus had escaped the compound. Where has he escaped to? Let me see. Oh, there you go, guys. Brutus has escaped the compound. Hey, Brutes. Hi, Maple. Yeah, as you can see, he hasn't. The bicolor is good. I actually do like the collar better than the other GPS collars I've used. But it does have its errors here and there. All right. All right, let's go down here real quick and then we're gonna skedoot because I gotta go clean all my enclosures today. That's all of our throwaway meat. The throwaway meat's the stuff we get from Walmart that the animals can't have, like bologna and stuff like that. Guess who's outside today? Wanna see? Hi! Are you having a hoot? Are you just having an absolute hoot outside today? I don't know why this is here. Are you having a hoot today? Enjoying that sunshine? So we let the sloths come outside today. They're getting some fresh air. And then over here, that's Adagio. Here's Rion. Hey, Rion. She's sitting in the sunshine. So, he escaped in his dreams. That's true. That's a truly amazing collar right there. So, actually, Brutus is my last dog that would have any desire to escape anything. Huh? You armadillo's out? Okay. So. All right. Welcome. This is where our sloths normally reside in a temperature controlled environment. It's about, well, it is, my screen is broken. I gotta get a new one. It's about 85 degrees or so in here with about 80 to 90% humidity. Down here, this little moving box, do any of you guys know what this is right here? Anyone know? Anyone? Anyone at all? You know what I think what it is? All right, this is, it's Red! This is Ren. Ren is a armadillo. Hey, Ren. What are you doing, babies? Hi, sweet girl. So she's a burrowing armadillo, so she likes to dig a lot. So her favorite thing, though, is that there she goes. She's actually probably going to go potty right there in that corner. She usually digs a hole and goes potty right in that corner. Hi, sweetie. Hi. You're so cute. So she does not roll into a ball like you would see in like Texas or Oklahoma. She actually is from South America. See, told you, she's gonna go potty. I do appreciate our animals that have potty corners. It's probably one of my favoriteest things. You bury it now? Oh, you gotta dig deeper? Was it not deep enough? You good? Now we use what's called coconut coir. This is a substrate we use for a lot of our reptiles, our South American animals, simply because it holds moisture well and holds humidity well. So it allows to keep that high humidity in these enclosures that we want to keep. We also have humidifiers in here, but they're not as They don't work as well as just this coconut core. Good job, babe. We've tried replacing that box so many times, and she's just like, that's not gonna happen. You're not gonna replace this box. This is my box. Then I might lose service, but we will try. We shall see. The Kinkajous are sleeping. They're nocturnal. The Adagio's out of his enclosure. He has a big enclosure back here. And then, where are my babies at? So this is my, oh, you can't see him. Kink, it's my red-footed tortoise. Did you get some grass today and some hi, Speedy. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? You got some branches to play in too? And then one of the biggest, most neglected animal that we tend to get quite frequently, we actually haven't gotten them in a while, but we're getting them like crazy there for a while. My iguana. And that water, you pooped in it again. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Thanks for that. She poops in her water every day, which makes it just so much fun. But did you have a good soak at least? Did you have a good soak at least before you did? Did you have a good soak at least before you went potty in it? Or did you just jump in and go potty? She has so many battle scars on this girl. She has missing toes. She has scarring all down here. She has scars above her eyes right here. She's missing some of her spines. She had toes that had been broken and healed several times. A lot of times what happens is people will get like multiple iguanas and they fight hard. And they don't realize, people just don't care. And then the animal gets taken away and we get them. And it's completely devastating because you have to like earn their trust back, and they're truly remarkable creatures. And so iguanas are tegus are my favorite lizard, but iguanas are right up there. Then again, we'll see a little boxy here. Turtles. So these guys, box turtles, are one of the only turtle that has this like hinge right here where they can fully close themselves. This is what people normally think about when they see turtles. Or tortoises. Now tortoises, what they do is they just kind of pull their hands in as tight as they can, and then from there they just hope for the best. But these guys, they close it, front and back, which is super, super cool. And this guy came from a neglect situation too. You can see he had shell rot that we took care of. He has bite marks all over him. He has gouges and bite marks all over him down here. So unfortunately, we get a lot of animals that had a really, really rough life, especially in the reptile department. Most of our reptiles come from somewhat of a neglect case. From our, and we're only told so much when we get an animal, and we don't really press for information, to be quite honest, because we just know that we're getting an amazing animal, that we're going to be doing right by them, and we just let it go. Now, I think that that's probably one of the hardest things in rescue, the hardest thing that people don't understand. People will criticize rescues and they'll sit here and say, why are you enabling these people to continue doing what they're doing? Why are you enabling fur farms? By one of Michaela's biggest fights with people that I read about just the other day was that they get argued with about why she was rescuing animals from fur farms, the babies that were rejected or whatever it may be. And in some people's eyes, that was her supporting the fur farms, when it's far from it. You can only do so much. Fur farms aren't illegal in a lot of states. And so if you're able to rescue any animal from a fur farm, even if it's just a rejected pup, you are saving an animal. And that's not supporting the fur farms. It's in hopes that one day when the fur farm, if the fur farm ever gets shut down, that you have your foot in the door enough that you can be a part of helping all of them. And it's like these stepping stones that you have to take and rescue to be able to possibly rescue a whole. And look, that happened with her. She was able to go in and get a fur farm to shut down, sign contract that they weren't going to be doing a fur farm anymore, and save 500 foxes. So her steps and her footmark and her footprints that she put in, look what it did. She was able to take an entire fur farm and work on rescuing it. You know, and like if in my philosophy is right now, especially since I've been rescuing so much lately, and there's been so much bullying and harassment that's happening inside the community. If you truly have a problem with it, and you truly have a problem with how I do it, or you truly have a problem with how other people do it, put your words where your mouth, or put your money where your mouth is, because what you need to do is start your own rescue, and you need to get involved in this world, and you need to do it better than us. And that's what we encourage. I want people to come in and do it better than I do it. I want people to come in, and we need more rescues. We need more people on the same team. We need more people to do the good work. We need more. And so if you're that genuinely concerned that you're going to complain and try to harm other rescues, start your own. Start your own. Wouldn't that be a concept in itself, right? Because Adagio, this little handsome fella who's having a blast outside right now. Hi, buddy. Are you enjoying being out in the warm sunshine today and smelling all the new smells? It's been a long time since I've seen you this active. And they're not as slow as you think they are they? Hey, bud. Let me flip you around here so I can get a better view of him. There we go. Hi, bud. Where are you going? I might start spinning on you. Don't make me come have to save you. Now where are you going? Grab it. There, you got it. Good job, buddy. You're so proud of yourself right now. Where you going? Hi, love bug. But that's just kind of where it's at in the rescue world. We get so much criticism for what we do. And you know the hard part is that most of the bullies in the rescue world are the other rescues. And that's really unfortunate, because we should all be kind of on the same team here. You know, we all offer specialties in different areas, and we all need to be working together to be able to continue doing the work that we're doing. And I don't know if it's a fight for sponsors. I don't know what causes some people to just... Hey, buddy, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You having fun? Yeah, sloths, two-toed sloths aren't slow. It's the three-toed sloths that you guys see that are like the do 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 do. Not these guys. Hi, Dodge. Yeah, a lot of people don't. So two-toed sloths and three-toed sloths are actually very farly related. Like they're not closely related at all. Their actual closest living relative is a giant anteater that we just went and saw earlier. I'm sorry, bud. I don't need you grabbing me while I'm in there. You know what he's so antsy about? He wants to unalive that beautiful girl. Not today, huh, Riani? Not today. He hates Rion. I know. I am correct. But anyway, these guys, they're really remarkable. They hang about 90% of their life upside down. This is their normal. They actually see better at nighttime than they do in the day because of those nice little pin dotted eyes and the way they're coned. We have to keep their claws nice and long so that they can actually grab around the log. As you can see that they actually forms to his claws there. Isn't that cool? They have excellent sense of smell. Hi, don't you, buddy? Do you have an excellent sense of smell? You do. They have self-sharpening teeth that every time they open and close their mouth, their teeth sharpen. Yes, we do. We have a giant anteater named Salvador, like April was saying. Look at those. Look at those little talons right there. Jeremy got one claw. Two cut, and then the cutters broke.
One on the front, one on the back.
And you can't really Dremel these because it just takes too long. You could just,
he
doesn't sit there that long. You gotta just. Yeah, sloths are really remarkable creatures. Their organs are flipped the opposite direction. Their hair parts from their stomach out. Females have their nipple in their armpit. There's those 3 toes for the back. So they always have 3 on the back. The 2 in the front is where you tell the 2-toe or 3-toed sloth. Really, really, just truly remarkable creatures. You can't tell if they're a boy or a girl just by looking at them. The quickest way to find out is by sending in a DNA sample of the fur or a saliva sample to find out if they're a boy or girl, because they have all the same parts to the naked eye. And yeah, these guys are just super, super amazing. And Adagio is the most active. Rion's pretty chill, but he's definitely active. And you know what? We know is a boy because he has chosen to show himself to us. So we absolutely know that he is a male. We were told he was, but we don't ever really know for sure. Where you going, Daj? I'm gonna talk about those calisthenics, right? They have the least amount of muscle mass and body fat, so they're actually able, the reason they're able to move and be so limber like that and do all those crunches and stuff is, yeah, typical male. All those crunches and stuff is mainly because they have tendons and ligaments that allow them to just bloop back up and down like that. He is handsome. He smells Rion. He really does not like Rion. I don't know why. He just doesn't. They actually used to get along just fine. I have seen a sloth get angry with the previous president that was here, who was my dad. So when we got these guys, unfortunately, when they were confiscated, we weren't there on that confiscation personally, or else they would have been confiscated much more kindly. The gentleman that was a part of the confiscation, I guess, he actually scruffed them, which is completely unnecessary and just shows that he really knew nothing of what he was doing. He grabbed them by the back of the neck and their feet and put them in the enclosure. And so that led to some pretty unhappy sloths for about 4 weeks that they were here. And then they finally calmed down and realized that they weren't going to be put in that position ever again. So we have tons of different animals. We actually just went down and fed a giant anteater, some raccoons, some coatis, skunks, foxes. We have reptiles of all different kinds. My macaw trailer is actually behind them. This is actually usually our bird runs. We put our macaws outside and our cockatoos and our Amazons outside so they can get some fresh air and play around. But yeah, we just showed the armadillo, turtles, tortoises, iguanas, beaded lizards, rattlesnakes, ferrets, cats. I personally have 10 dogs. Murphy? No. Murphy. Murphy. Thank you. But thank you. You're so cute, Adagio. It's so good to see you outside and so active. He's gonna sleep good tonight. And Jeremy already has all your food done for you. So anyway, on that note, guys, I will be back on Thursday to go live. We're going to be having an all-day live on Friday, but I got to go make April a quick video, and then I got to go run some errands, and then I got to finish doing all of my stuff. Shoot, I'm not going to get out of here at 12 o'clock at all. Shoot. Oh, well. It doesn't matter. Thank you for everyone who has joined us today. Fundraiser Friday, woohoo, whoop whoop. And we are going to... or maybe Jeremy will do it for me, and so I can actually go.
Do what?
Fill all the foxholes. I gotta fill all the foxholes, and I gotta give them some water. But
Just throw bags of concrete in there.
I'm getting to that point, but at the same time, I'm very happy that they're being foxes and digging.
Absolutely.
So, but anyway, we'll see you guys all on Thursday, and then we'll have Fundraiser Friday, because for us to continue doing this, I got to raise 50 grand in about a week. So whoop whoop, need y'all help. So love it. So all right, guys, have a good rest of your day. We'll see you soon.